This is an example of how to complete your self-review for your informative paper. Once you open the document, you're going to see a checklist, and you need to begin by copying and pasting your entire paper into this document. So you're going to begin by copying your introduction, your body paragraph 1, and so on. For purposes of this example, I only copied my first 2 paragraphs. You should have 5. Notice how each form is its own paragraph, and I indent the next line for the next paragraph. You should have 5 independent paragraphs, not one gigantic wall of text. So make sure that you have 5. Notice after this, it asks you to copy and paste your EasyBib Works Cited page. You do this by logging into EasyBib and clicking on your project. Then hit the button Copy All. After you copy all, you should go to the example and paste your results. Make sure you title it Works Cited and then paste. It should look like this, and it should be in alphabetical order. Make sure you have both your print sources and your internet sources cited. I will help you format the Works Cited page when I get back. The next thing to do on the checklist is to replace the information below with your information. So first name, last name becomes your first name and your last name. Period. In this case, I will put 4, but you should put whatever period you are. The teacher is Miss Mayotte. And then we're going to replace the year. So today's date is the 5th. The month is February, which I can never spell properly. And the year is 2020. Once you're done, it asks you to double space your paper. You should do this by highlighting the whole thing, including the Works Cited page. Then go up to the button that has an up and down arrow with 3 lines. Click on the button and go down to double. This will make your paper double spaced. After this, it tells you to delete the checklist. There, you have a paper. Now it's time to start answering the questions. Again, make sure you have all 5 paragraphs copied before you start your self-review. Down below, you'll see several questions. The first thing it says to do is to turn on your suggesting. You do this by going up to the arrow right underneath the share button and moving it from editing to suggesting. It'll ask you to highlight all of your topic sentences. Your topic sentences, remember, are the first sentences of your paragraphs. So I would highlight this and then go up to the highlight button. I don't care what shade of blue you highlight it, but you should highlight it. If you have suggesting turned on, this will appear off and to the right-hand side. Make sure you highlight all of your topic sentences, which means you should have at least 5. Then answer the questions for that section. Yes or no, what is your best topic sentence? What topic sentence could be better? It asks you to put a star next to your thesis and a hashtag next to your reworded thesis. So we're going to find the thesis, which is right here, and put a star. On your conclusion, you would find your reworded thesis. We should have written this yesterday. Make sure you tell me where it is located and if they are different. You should change the font color for your source citations. You do this by highlighting and selecting the font color. Make sure that you have both an in-text citation, so parentheses, as well as an EasyBib Works Cited page that matches it. In this case, mine do not match, which means I am missing a citation. I should go back to EasyBib and make sure that I have all of my citations entered. To bold words, or to check and see what my citations look like, this is what it should be for each type of source. Make sure your sources look the same. It asks you to highlight the information from your sources, whether they're quotes, paraphrases, or summaries. So everything from your sources should be green. Everything from you or your opinions should be red, and your concluding sentences should be yellow. You should bold the first 2 words of every sentence in your paper. No sentence in the paragraph should begin the same way. If they do, change it now. You bold the 2 words by highlighting the first 2 words and doing bold. Again, if you do it properly, this will appear on the right-hand side. You should do this for every single one. It will take a while. The goal is to make sure that your sentence structure is varied. If you notice, my sentences within this paragraph all begin differently, with the exception of this one. That means I would have to change this sentence because I cannot change my thesis. I would say the easiest way is to reverse the sentence. So settlers moving west caused I will then have to highlight the S to make the sentence grammatically correct. This makes my sentences so they are all different. This will take a while. You will do this for every single paragraph. The last part of this is to find the words that are banned. So Control F. If you type in things, you'll have each of those pop up within your sentences. So I have 4 manys. Luckily for you, many is not a banned word, but if it was, I would have to change them. For this grade, I am looking to see that each of the steps are followed. If they are not followed, you will not receive full credit for your self-review. I will look at your self-reviews independently to make comments and see how your paper is doing. That is not a part of the self-review grade. Again, these all cover different standards, so each is going to be entered separately. I will be available on Thursday to answer any questions you have.